Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we look at all things gaming. My name is Killjoy. Today we're looking at Command & Conquer Remastered. This includes Red Alert and it includes the original Command & Conquer. Now, you may know I've been on about this game for a little while now. I thought it looked really good in the trailers, and I was like, well, you know, I'm boycotting EA generally, where I'm like, I don't want to buy their products, I don't want to invest in their products. Turns out, this is actually a very good product. Is it a good remaster? Yes, there is maybe one thing that I wish that they'd gone and done, but we'll get to that in due time. The best thing about this is being able to see this Westwood Studios logo. I miss Westwood. They made so many good Command & Conquer games and the Dune games, so that's really, really cool. And down here you've got Petroglyph, which is pretty much all Westwood Studio, or a lot of old Westwood Studio people. Lemon, Sky Studios, who I know nothing about, and then EA with the old logo. All I can say is thank you, EA, for funding this product and not putting your hands all over it. The fact that this game exists is awesome. I've had an absolute blast playing through it. There's a lot of things I want to go over, so let's get to it. Let's first start off with some of the quality of life changes. Control options. Massive, massive, massive improvement. So you have the legacy, you can click here for legacy and you can click there for modern. And you can go between, so you want, all these are the things that they've added in from either later games or just things that they think people will want. Health bars all on, right attack button between left and right. I'm a lefty, I prefer it that way. Right click scrolling, I don't ever have it on. Resource capacity, being able to see that all the time is quite useful. And then unit queuing, which is huge. It means that you can queue up about 10 soldiers while on the other side of the map and not have to manually keep clicking on them. The whole unit bar tab and stuff now is so much better. Accessibility options, we've got other little options here as well. Map scroll speed, game speed, I've got it less than normal. I like to play a little bit slower. Not many graphics options, just kind of shows you what you can play on. Audio, we'll get to all this bonus audio stuff. This is awesome. What they do here is just knock that down a little bit. Key bindings for everything you need. There's a lot of key bindings. And mods, when there are mods for the game, which is awesome. So, first off, the fact that they've added the modern and legacy switch between is a huge quality of life feature that people are going to love. Secondly, bonus gallery. Now, I've played a bit of the Soviet campaign, I believe, so I get ally stuff. The Soviet campaign here, which means that I get to watch cutscenes, like how they put them together, behind the scenes, original versus remaster. You can see the difference. I don't know if I can actually change the screen. But like, this is something they've gone back and done. You can see they've completely like tidied up the visuals. It's not going to look massively better, but it does look a lot better. It's not so fuzzy, much cleaner around it, which is nice. There's also music, the Hell March, the original demo and stuff, so we'll get to the music as well. But so far, so good. We've got quality of life changes, we've got bonus gallery, we've got this replay observer mode that lets you watch other matches. You've got a skirmish online mode, which we'll get to in a minute. Mission select, which I think is awesome. This is to show off just how much content there is in this game. We have an Allied campaign, we have a Soviet campaign, we have the Allied expansions. I don't know if they're all from Retaliation, but there's those. Soviet. I'm going to assume there might even be more missions because, like, oh, it says Aftermath underneath them. So where? Counter-Strike. There we go. I knew I wasn't. It was going a bit crazy. So you've got two of the expansion missions, Counter-Strike ones and the Retaliation ones there. Oh, Retaliation was, I think, the name of the console ones. So it's Aftermath and Counter-Strike are the actual ones. So that's pretty cool. And then you have the Ant campaign as well. If you don't know about the Ant campaign, I believe you push Shift or Control or Alt here. I've already done it once, so but that activates that and you get an extra campaign. So there's already tons and tons of content for you to play in this. So let's get to a match. There's a couple things we need to go over. Not mission select, that's the wrong thing. Let's go to skirmish. We're going to do a skirmish on here. I am going to play as the we'll play as this is nice because it lets you actually tell you, it tells you what bonus you get for playing each faction, which is really cool. But I'm going to stick as the UK because I get more armor, and I'm going to go up against the Soviets who get 10% cheaper, which is cool. And then we're going to play on this map here. There's a ton of maps. You can play on like the map of the UK and things, but there are a lot of maps. And this is also how you get to the online, so that's really cool. So, loading time's a little bit longer than I would have hoped, but you know. So,
yes, sir. Affirmative.
Let's just do this.
New construction options.
This is what the game used to look like.
Building.
This is now what the game looks like now. The quality is so improved. All the models look, you know, the wheels are still a bit static and stuff.
Complete.
But I love what they've done here.
Building.
And also, if you look how the vehicles move, it's a little bit jumpy. A little bit jumpy. The biggest changes on the soldiers. Click up. Watch this.
Construction complete.
It's night and day. Like, it's actually night and day just how good.
Building.
Like, how much improved. The graphics visual update is absolutely lovely. Now, I will say, like, a remaster, you'd expect some kind of improved visuals. This happens to be pretty damn good. I wasn't expecting it to be, you know, anything too crazy, but they've really gone out and done a good job on this, which is really nice to see. I'm very happy with it.
Yes, sir.
The gameplay pretty much the same. Like, if you're expecting much like changes to gameplay, like, you're not going to get it. Like, it pretty much plays the same as you'd imagine. Ooh.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Which is great, which is totally fine because these games still hold up really well. Now, all of these changes that I'm talking about are also in the Command and Conquer game as well. That has the expansion, that has console exclusive missions now on the PC version for the first time. So that's also really cool. So in terms of a package, you're getting a lot for your money. You really are. Like, it really is, like, phenomenal. Now, before we carry on, I want to talk about this jukebox because this is something that's absolutely awesome. Now, there are things you can do with this jukebox that I love, but basically it has all the tracks. I've currently just got it on the Red Alert tracks, but if I want, I can add in Tiberian Dawn and have all that stuff, which I'm going to do now, just so you guys can hear it. So we've got the classics versions and we've got remastered. Hopefully you're going to be able to hear the difference. So I'll play the classic first. Act on Instinct, absolute gem. And now the remastered version. And that is pretty much every track has been upgraded. Now you can choose, you can have just the remastered tracks, you can have classic tracks, you have bonus tracks as well. Bonus stuff, for example, we got Frank Klepacki's band, Tiberian Sons, doing stuff like this.
We are going to have to act if we want to live in a different world.
I mean, this is awesome. Now, we're going to take the Tiberian Dawn stuff out so I can play just the Red Alert stuff. Now, I would play Hell March, but it's kind of hard to hear it. But like, let's go for Crush, for example. And now remastered. Again, one of those tracks is a bit harder to hear on, but where is Mud? That's always a good track. Oh, there's a bit of panning going on there. I like it. Oh, the retaliation one. Okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, everything in here. What makes this so flipping awesome is the fact that there are so many variants. Everything's been remastered. There's the original tracks, and you got the bonus stuff, which I absolutely love. Snake. I am so happy with this feature. This is one of my favourite things about this game. Is this selection of both, you know, you can put what tracks you like on, you can take the ones you off, you can customize, and this goes across both games. You can have all the Command and Conquer music in Red Alert and all the Red Alert music in Command and Conquer. It's awesome. Like, generally one of my favorite things. Now let's get back to it.
Construction complete.
While this is going on.
New construction options.
Mr. Dude shouting at me. Let's get another one of those.
Building.
Oh, what a tune. And if you go to options and not the jukebox, you can skip a track. Now there's probably a button that does this somewhere, but Vector, good tune. So far pretty glowing, you know, like what we're getting here is a bloody good.
Unit ready.
Now this sidebar is what I was on about.
Ready.
Look how much easier this is to use.
Unit ready.
It's got brought in like either Tiberian Sun or not Tiberian. Yeah, Tiberian Sun. Or it came into Red Alert 2.
Unit ready.
All the buildings on this tab.
Unit ready.
Units there. Tanks, super weapons.
Unit ready.
It's so bloody useful. It means that I can be across here. I don't have to hit up and down like I used to have to do. Didn't have just a building one. I can now like hit the buttons on these, and it's great. I love it. I love the changes. Now, obviously, I'm giving this a lot of glowing, shining praise, basically, because I really am impressed by what they've done here. The music, the quality of life changes, the
Unit
visuals,
ready.
the gameplay still
Training.
finally holds up. Now, there is one thing that has not been adjusted that you should know about before buying this. If you like the original games, you're going to like these. If you don't
Unit
like
ready.
the AI pathing,
Training.
that has not changed. To my knowledge, that's not changed. It can be really wonky. I had one issue where some units got stuck earlier, and that is still the same.
Unit ready.
You know, you can click somewhere to
Training.
attack a unit, and that
Very
unit
well.
moves, and they will walk to that place still, and then go somewhere else afterwards. It still has all those issues.
Unit ready.
They were upfront about it. They
Training.
said they weren't going to change it, so I can't hold that against them. It would have been nice, but I'm going to throw a little bit of shade here at Blizzard because I think
Unit ready.
Blizzard's remasters haven't lived up to being good at all. Like, I really generally think that Blizzard's done a poor job with their
Unit ready.
games that they've
Training.
remastered. Warcraft 3 was pretty bad and pretty poor and had a lot of lies when that was launched. And also, StarCraft Remastered really could have done with a lot
Unit
more
ready.
love. I feel like that game
Training.
is very
Ready and waiting.
mediocre for a
Very well.
remaster. And the same with Commandos 2. I did Commandos 2, I looked at that, and I was like,
Unit
this game's
ready.
awful. As a
Training.
remaster, I'm very disappointed. However, I finally found this, and I'm very impressed. Like, really, really recommend. Like, this
Unit
you
ready.
get exactly what everything you said on the tin. There are
Reporting.
to my knowledge,
Very well.
there's no lies here. It is, you've got multiplayer for both games. The original Command & Conquer now has a skirmish mode. You've got these visuals, you've got this sidebar, you've got the quality of life changes to the mouse, all that stuff. Let's go get in a firefight and make some noise.
Acknowledged.
There's a lot of
Very
stuff here to
well.
like.
Reporting. Affirmative.
And I think, you know, it's crazy
Yes,
to
sir.
say this, but like,
Acknowledged.
you know, I didn't play Jedi Fallen Order, but a lot of people said it was good. And the fact that EA have now,
Building.
at least they put their name on this, and these guys have built it, is incredible. I'm glad that they haven't been like on, you know, essentially.
Awaiting orders.
Oops.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They haven't actually, you know,
Construction complete.
put all this
Affirmative.
monetary value stuff on it. Like, this is a game that's just about, here are these classic games for modern systems that will run on modern systems, and essentially, yeah, like,
Building.
cool. Like, that's
Yes,
all
sir.
I wanted was these
Affirmative.
games
Yes,
to be
sir.
like
Acknowledged.
decent, and I got that.
Acknowledged.
And it's like, I couldn't be happier. And all this extra content, all that extra music content and things, like, that's super fun.
Vehicle
Get back
reporting.
here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Get back here.
Affirmative.
Right,
Acknowledged.
let's see if I can win this fight.
Affirmative.
It may go well, it may go wrong.
Acknowledged.
Something I should point out as well, the single player has a difficulty slider.
Construction
It has a
complete.
casual mode, and I've been playing a bit on casual mode just to see what it's like.
Affirmative.
And it's actually pretty cool because it means that, my dudes,
Acknowledged.
it means like people like me who never completed the original can go back and play it and actually get through the campaign because your units do more damage and they just do not die. And that's kind of the fun thing about it.
Unit lost.
Just go rocket to the face.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Get rid of this.
Affirmative.
Get rid of you.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
That's why you build a lot of like mixture of units
Acknowledged.
and infantry and everything. No!
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
You know what? Let's just take these trucks out.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Get that.
New construction options. Training. Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can do some damage.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Now the AI I think is on easy at the moment, just so you guys get a feel for like
At one.
Unit
this
lost.
game's like.
Unit lost. Unit
Very well.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Training. Unit lost.
Agreed.
Get rid of this
Affirmative.
factory.
Of course.
There you go, like
ready.
I am having a few issues where like
Training.
someone's like clicking units while moving stuff, but it's a very minor thing. Like all in all, like this package for $17.99 over here in the UK is awesome.
Affirmative.
Definitely worth the money. Definitely like a lot of fun. You know, I'm
Yes, sir.
pleasantly surprised. The trailer made it look good.
At one.
I'm very happy with all this. Like
Unit ready.
At one.
I hope because people will buy this that we will get
Very well.
the
Yes,
other
sir.
games remastered. Essentially, that's what I want. I want the other games in the series
Unit ready.
Awaiting
to
orders.
Training.
come here.
Agreed.
Now,
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
I think waypoints would have been a nice little addition as well, but I don't think we're going to get waypoints.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Training.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit
Knowledge.
lost. Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Training.
Let's get
On hold.
Ready and waiting.
Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Unable to comply.
Agreed.
Building in progress. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
pull back a
Training.
minute.
Unit ready. Training. Unit
I've
ready.
got a lot of money. Let's
Unit ready. Training. Unit ready. Building. Unit
Ready and waiting. Affirmative.
Training.
Yes, sir. Knowledge.
but hopefully you
Unit
can
ready.
see like this game it's still classic Command and Conquer.
Affirmative.
Yep,
Affirmative.
force move onto him. Force
Affirmative.
move onto you. That's the wrong button.
Acknowledged.
I just can't get over how big the difference is. It's like insane.
Affirmative.
Run him over,
Affirmative.
for God's sake.
Acknowledged.
Or not.
Affirmative. Reporting. Of course.
God damn it.
Reporting.
Actually, close this
Affirmative.
open.
Reporting. Very well.
But yeah, genuinely
Yes,
like
sir.
just very surprised
well.
and pleasantly surprised, to be honest. And that's good. It's
Yes,
nice
sir.
that it's weird to actually buy an EA game, or at least with their name on it.
Waiting
And
orders.
I want people to understand
At
that like I'm
once.
not buying this because of EA. I'm
Very
buying this
well.
more so because clearly the guys at Petroglyph give a shit, and the guys at Lemon Sky and
Affirmative.
EA obviously funded it.
At once.
But like they've still got a
Affirmative.
lot to go and prove before I'm like, oh yeah, they're a great company again. Because right now
At
they're
once.
not. But
Construction
the fact that they
complete.
greenlit this and these guys made it is like
New
awesome.
construction options. Building.
And like that's, I want to praise
Yes,
them
sir.
for at least putting this together
Yes,
and
sir.
having this game happen, because this is such a cool
Yes, sir.
package. A lot of content and everything you expect from a remaster. This is how you do a remaster well. Right? That's how I feel about this. This is a good
Very
remaster.
well.
I want
Yes,
game
sir.
companies to like take that away knowing it's a good remaster.
At once.
Unit ready.
Agreed.
No.
Agreed.
Unit
Get run
lost.
over.
At once. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Those grenadiers.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit
Very well.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Of course.
Unit ready.
At once. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're not foiling any attack dogs, which is interesting. I thought they would have done that. Slowly gonna.
At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Let's see if we get rid of this.
Building.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Dudes.
Very well.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Go after him.
Insufficient funds.
Ah,
On hold.
I'm not playing this very optimally, let's be honest.
Cancel.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative.
But hopefully you get the thing of it. Like, I probably would have won. I'm going to win this anyway. But, like, to save time, I don't want to keep you here watching an entire match. It's taking a while to do. So, let's go back to the main menu.
Battle control terminated.
This is also the online stuff here. You got quick match and join and host as well. You can make a match and stuff. All you need to know is this is a damn good package for what I consider a reasonable price, because there is a lot of campaign content here. You've got the online and you've got a lot of the single player stuff, and that's awesome. And this all applies to Command & Conquer as well as Red Alert. Very, very, very happy with this. Very happy indeed. I can recommend this to people that want to play it. Just be aware that the AI pathing, or the AI in this game, whatever it may be, hasn't been updated at all. It's definitely a bit stupid at times. I appreciate the fact that when you go start a new game, you do have this casual mode, which is ideal. I love it because, oops, didn't mean to do that.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I love it.
control
I love it because
terminated.
it means that people like me who didn't get a chance to complete it, it may well have had an easy mode back in the day. I don't remember, like, to be honest. But the fact that it feels easier to play at the moment, I may have just gotten better at games. But yeah, people want to know my opinion on this. I did those videos on it saying, look, you know, I'm unsure. I'm not sure if I want to support this. I will refund it if it's bad. But no, Command & Conquer and Command & Conquer Red Alert Remastered is a damn good package. quality of life changes are there, graphic changes are there, all the music stuff is fantastic, and just a great thing. And I would absolutely recommend, if you want to play some classic RTS, this is it. This is a very good remastered RTS, and I'm very happy to see this basically hopefully available for a lot of people to come and play. And with this, I do hope that EA will be willing to fund Tiberian Dawn and Red Alert 2, and even some of the June games. If they're going to do that, like remaster the June games as well, but put Tiberian Dawn and Red Alert 2 together in a package, that would be awesome. And hopefully we may finally get another new Command & Conquer game if these sell well, and it will show them like people want to buy this stuff. So we shall see. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's been kind of like an interesting one to do. If you like this video, obviously hit like. If you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe. Also, the links down below for Facebook and Twitter if you want to get involved on those places too. And until next video, I will see you then.